Guys, welcome back. So today we have another 1v1 arena, and I'm playing as Bohemians, and my opponent here is playing as Ethiopians. Now, Big Boy Bullen and myself are both from the United States and both about 1100 ELO. Excuse me, take a sip of water. Alright, so anyway, back to the game. Bohemians. As soon as they introduced Bohemians as a Civ, I was very enamored with the idea of what they could do. And yet I struggled to do anything good with them over and over and over again. I lose with Bohemians all the time. And then I just stopped playing with them because I wasn't having good success. But recently, I've been watching and casting and even playing some myself. Some fast imp Turk videos where you either go Janissaries or hand cannons, and just seeing how absolutely devastating hand cannons or Janissaries can be if played correctly. Well, Bohemians, if you look here, they do get the hand cannoneer available in Castle Age. So I haven't seen anyone else do it. I'm sure someone else has, but I wanted to go fast castle into hand cannons and just see what we can do with it. So that's the plan. Both of us are on our way to feudal. He has 2 more villagers than I did. I had tried this strat twice before with 28 vills, and then I tried it with 27 vills, and both times I felt like I was just getting up to castle too late. I really wanted to get hand cannons started sooner. I did win one time, barely, and I did lose one time. It was close, but I still lost. So this time I wanted to go up on 25 villagers, create a couple in castle, and then go directly to castle. So I did 25, then 3 in feudal, and then straight up to castle. And we are both on our way to castle. Actually, a person on the YouTube comments actually pointed out that I didn't have the Q button up here. You can see 28% and 18%, 19% for Castle Age. So I'm glad they pointed that out. I was unaware of that feature, even though I've seen it in other casters' videos. I just never thought to turn it on. So it's on. I'm going to try and remember to turn it on. And it's really handy to see what people are queuing up, what they plan on doing. But anyway, so 28 and 27 villagers. I'm a slight lead on getting to castle time. I've got my barracks up, and now I'm going to add in the archery ranges. Now, the most important thing is you want to have 2 to 3 archery ranges. I tried 3. I feel like I didn't have the economy behind 3 archery ranges to keep producing hand cannons. So this time I'm going with 2 archery ranges. And you also want to make sure you have enough wood that by the time you hit castle, you can immediately drop a university. And as soon as you get the university, you want to immediately get chemistry. And the reason you want to get chemistry before you get ballistics is because chemistry allows you to start creating hand cannons. So you want to get the hand cannons out as quickly as possible and then add in ballistics afterwards. So that is the build order. I am in Castle Age now. Immediately drop a university. Let's check on and see what green is doing. And collecting some stones, so probably wants to get a castle. Has a 3 on stone. Got a siege workshop going up. My university is almost complete. And should be queuing up. There we go. I had to wait a second to get enough food. Queuing up chemistry now. And chemistry takes so long to come in. That's why you really want to get it done first. In other videos, I've not paid attention and either got ballistics first or whatever. And then now you got your archery ranges sitting there idle. You know what I mean? So now that I've got the 2 archery ranges, I've got the university, I'm getting chemistry, I have ballistics queued as well. You don't want to forget your armor upgrades as well eventually once you have enough hand cannons. So you get your blacksmith there as well. And it's just going heavy on food and gold. That's really what you want to focus on, because that's what hand cannons take. Going all in on one TC for now. Really want to get these numbers up. Interesting. Green pushed in all of his deer except for this one poor lonely guy. Bambi. Should have left at least 2. Maybe they'd reproduce. Actually, that would be a pretty cool mechanic, is if fish eventually repopulated and deer repopulated, and maybe even if you took your sheep and put them somewhere, you know, they repopulated. Interesting mechanic, idea. But anyway, the first hand cannons are finally out, and ballistics is being researched. Villager count is still 2 in favor for myself as I get housed. Classic. I think I will go for wheelbarrow here in a second. Once I have enough wood. Yep, wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow. And he's really guarding the hell out of that relic with that scout there. Probably should have had my scout over by the relic as well. And here comes the first monk for him. I haven't even built a monastery yet. It's not high on my priority list. So I started building this house wall here in anticipation of some pressure. If he attacked me, it's most likely that he would drop this corner. There's a stone here, and it's also the closest corner to him. So it made sense to start walling up on this side just as an extra layer of defense. And that's actually going to pay off for me. Well, kind of pay off for me. You'll see. I'll let you know in a second once we get there. And he's dropping a castle here, wants to really control these 2 forward golds. Another place that I think I might have liked a little bit better is actually this stone over here. And maybe do that one later, or maybe a TC for that one. But this is closer to me if I had any pressure coming, aka here. And I knew this relic was taken. I could not see. Look at that. Oh, so close. I knew that that priest was right there. Damn it. Alright. So 2 relics for green now. But I'm finally getting a monastery up myself. And so here's my lovely little house wall. And I should have built one more house, because if you look closely, there is a gap here. Yep. Oh well. And green actually running over here with his scout, wants to see what's going on. Looking for a spot to castle drop, or siege tower hop, or battering ram. Who knows, right? Sees my stone though. And there's nothing behind the wall there, so he knows he can get over it. You know, and I didn't think of this until as of right now that I'm casting, but I was mentioning to Poop Lord about, you know, palisade walling behind my stone wall, because I was playing against Sicilians and I don't want to get a siege tower hop and then a castle drop. And he said, you know, it's actually better if you leave them a little bit of a gap. Maybe not enough for a castle, but a little bit of a gap that they can't see. And so then they hop over, and then you can try and kill them because they're stuck. I was like, huh, that's actually a pretty good idea. I didn't intentionally try and create a little pocket for him if he siege tower hopped, but it worked out that way. And I decided I was going to collect these relics, and I actually dropped a second town center as well. And my plan originally was to really pressure hard on getting some forward pressure with my hand cannons. When the relics started disappearing off the map, I think I got a little distracted and really wanted to get those relics as well, figuring he'd make a play for all of them, which he ended up not doing. He took 2 and called it a day. So that's me. May have a little ADHD. I get easily distracted by things sometimes, you know what I mean? Taking out that scout though, so he's probably aware that I have hand cannons now if he was looking at a screen. But I want to get these 2 relics, and that's going to prevent me from going forward and putting pressure, which I probably should have done. Could have easily come over here and pressured this gate and got into his economy. And there we go, siege towers. All right, siege towers for Big Boy Bullen. I guess I shouldn't be so surprised because I did play this game, but you know, sometimes I forget. Anyway, got these 2 priests coming out. Gonna get these relics. Already have 1, and I just love getting housed. Yeah. Villager count is neck and neck. He has 1 extra villager. Relic here, and the siege towers are on a roll. Interesting move to build 2. Actually, we talked a little bit after the game, and I was like, you know, you only need 1 to actually get over, but they do move faster, you know, than just a regular unit if you put them in a siege tower. Typically, I think show tells are pretty fast too, though. I still think, though, because of the delay and just sitting here, he could have easily just built 1 and then streamed the rest here with a waypoint near the stone, and then easily, or even closer to here, and then easily just hopped over at some point. So these relics have been secured, and now I will bring back my hand cannons into here. And I did click up to Imp as well. I was borderline, do I just keep pumping out a ton of hand cannons, or do I go Imp? I was like, I think I want to go Imp because I want to add in bombard cannons behind all this to really pressure. And here comes the siege tower hop, and it is a slaughter. Absolutely wiping up these Shotel warriors. But look, no, please no. All I want to do is just house wall that off. What a pain in my patootie running in here with these Shotel warriors. But that was a big investment that he made, all these Shotel warriors coming in here. I'm going to be an Imperial Age soon. And I actually did this with my monks for a couple of reasons. One, because I don't really need them anymore. I got 3 relics. And 2, I really wanted to distract him and make him come over and attack my priests versus murder my vills that I need for economy. So I did lose 1 villager there, and 2 priests. And let's see if he's on his way to Imp yet. Actually, I forget, you can check right here. He is not on his way to Imp yet. And these Shotels are being cleaned up pretty easily, and the house wall has been completed now. Do have 27 military, which is 1 scout and 26 hand cannons. And I'm going to drop my first castle. He retreats with the siege towers, and ended up adding a 3rd one, actually, a 3rd siege tower. Kind of unnecessary. Maybe could have spent those resources a little bit differently, but you know what? Different strokes for different folks. It has a ram sitting here, too. And, you know, typically when you fight against Ethiopians, excuse me, I feel like you would just expect crossbows, those fast-firing crossbows. So him actually going Shotels with siege towers, I have to say I was not expecting it at all. Lucky for me, I'm Bohemians, and I had a crap ton of hand cannons. So now I'm going to send my hand cannons forward here, looking to see what I can do. Kind of cautious because I don't know what's behind this gate. I can't see anything. And actually, luck out here, he had a villager lead. And right here, this little engagement evens it out perfectly and actually gives me the lead. I think those villagers were coming out here to try and get some of this stone. And with this castle up, I'm going to build a couple of Hussite wagons because I did see the archery ranges up here. I figured I can, you know, I'm pretty sure I have more numbers than he does. I will just have a couple Hussite wagons in the front to soak up any arrows coming in and have the hand cannons behind. But then also adding in 2 siege workshops as well to get the bombard cannons up and running, so I don't have to worry about being constrained to trebs from a castle. And I did get a 3rd TC up over here as well. starting to get a villager gap here. I did come in here. He actually got this castle up at the last second right before I came in. I pulled back, did not lose any, just a little couple of hits. And it's time to start wreaking some havoc here. All he has is crossbows. He's not an imp yet, can't get arbalists yet. He hits imp and calls the GG. And I've done that before where I'm so close to imp and it just feels like a small minor victory to hit imp first before you resign. But had a nice little chit chat with him. Told him to check out the channel. If you are watching Big Boy Bullin, glad to have you. It was a fun game. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I think the build went pretty well. What I would redo and change if I was playing this again, and I'm sure I'll try it many more times, is I need to put more pressure in castle. Otherwise, your opponent has a chance to go into all sorts of different things. Maybe just get like, I don't know, 12, 15 hand cannons and come forward and try and bust through a gate because they're pretty good at, destroying gates, and then seeing what you can do. But anyway, just random thoughts. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We'll catch you next time.